Good morning and welcome to the December In Touch Forum. We here in Nashville with InnLink have gotten a lot of snow, so it's very December here, and I hope you're having a great December and getting ready for the holidays. This is our second year now completing our In Touch Forums, and we've got an exciting topic today as we're going to look forward to 2011 and some of the product enhancements that are coming and the new things that we can look forward to using to drive revenue in the new year. And to share that product roadmap for 2011 with us, we have Marie Ainsworth, who is our product manager and is very involved in all of our product prioritization and management processes. So we're really thrilled to have her with us and to give us a look, kind of a sneak preview into 2011. So Marie, thanks for joining us, and go ahead.
Thanks, Pam, and thanks everyone for joining us this morning. We're excited to share our first quarter development initiatives with you, as Pam had said, and we'll also take that sneak peek into the pipeline for 2011. As we get started, I'd like to point out that the items on our development list have been driven by a combination of market needs and customer requirements. We've identified a total of 10 development priorities for 2011, 8 that are applicable to the entire InnLink customer base, and then 2 that are specific to the chains. And Pam, I think if you can advance the slide one more, please. Okay, and then if you pop onto the next one, we'll be in sync. Thank you. Okay, so let's take a look at our first quarter initiatives. Topping our list is the mobile BBE. Mobile is an emerging channel, and we're really excited to offer you the ability to reach the nearly 25 million people that accessed the internet last year with their mobile devices. At a recent industry meeting of HeadNet executives, this was ranked as a channel to watch. So we're really excited to get this launched. And if you're interested in helping us with that launch by being a beta, we will be offering special introductory pricing and would love to hear from you. We'll take a look a little bit further into the presentation at what the mobile BBE looks like. Second on our list is channel management. We will be giving you the flexibility to manage your cell limits and availability status across all channels or selected channels by room type, rate code, and date range. This includes the ability to drill down to the Pegasus secondary channels. So overall, just giving you greater management flexibility in your inventory and your rates that are distributed out. We also will be looking at what we're calling our solution box. This will be an online help portal where you'll be able to go and use searchable keywords to find answers to frequently asked questions pertaining to Res Matrix functionality. And then finally, we'll be looking at chain functionality and rolling that out in first quarter. This will clearly be defined more to the chain hotels within our portfolio, and will offer the ability to create and push down rate, room type, and policy information to all the hotels within that chain or just the hotels that have been identified to receive it, and also allow the flexibility for the chain to determine what pieces of the rate, room type, and policy element the hotel will have access to modify, and then lock down other areas where the hotel will not be able to touch. Okay, if we move on to the next slide, we'll take a look at our mobile booking engine. It's important to note that while a mobile-friendly website is ideal, it's not mandatory. Users can access the mobile BBE by clicking on the Reserve button or the Book It button from your HTML website. If you do go that route, though, please ensure that the button is easy to find on the mobile device. And if you'd like some assistance, InnLink can certainly help with creating a mobile website for you if you desire. So this is the initial view upon accessing the mobile BBE. You'll see the user has the ability to enter the arrival and the departure dates and also the number of guests. And then if you click on the additional options area down there right above the search bar, additional capability comes up to enter discount, corporate, or group codes before clicking search. Thanks, Pam. Okay, and once the user clicks search, the first slide to the far left of your screen here, you'll see where the room types with rate range and images and description are all visible. From this point, the user would select, for example purposes, we chose the first room, the Superior and Deluxe 2 double guest room. So they would click on that area within that first image and be taken to the second slide here, the second image on the slide, where there would be a full representation of the available rates. Right here it's just showing the best available rate, but actually if there was more visibility into this slide, you would see other rates are also listed. And then this little drop-down box to the right of Superior and Deluxe 2 double guest room, if that is clicked on, a full description does appear for the user. Once they click on the rate type that they have chosen, it does take them over into the I agree for your terms and conditions, where they would need to click I agree before they could continue. Next slide. And then they're taken to the area where a recap of their itinerary is displayed. Again, the check-in, check-out, number of people, subtotal, your taxes and fees, and your grand total. And this is the screen where all the pertinent information is captured to process the reservation. It is the same required information that would be on the standard HTML BBE, and the guests can just go through and fill that out, including selecting any preferences that they would like or adding any comments that they would like the hotel to receive. And then they would click reserve. And just as occurs on your HTML BBE today, the reservation confirmation number is displayed to the guest. A full recap of their itinerary is shown. And also an email confirmation is sent to them based on the email that they include within the reservation information. So it's essentially a very mobile-friendly, streamlined way for users to book your hotel on their mobile device. Anyone who has access to an iPhone or an Android can also access this demo live, and we can certainly send out that URL to all participants at the completion of the call. That way you can actually get in there and kind of play around and get a feel for it. Okay, so those are the 4 items that are in our first quarter pipeline. Now moving on for the remainder of the year, we have multi-property search. This will allow small to large groups of hotels the ability to have their guests search across all the properties by specific criteria such as location, rates, or even amenities, and then be able to do a side-by-side comparison of the properties that meet the criteria to help streamline and fine-tune their shopping process. We'll also be adding the ability to inventory add-ons by a date range to afford you greater management of your add-on items, and the ability to replace still images with flash video for your room type, packages, and add-ons. All to really enhance the user's experience when they're booking your hotel and shopping your hotel. Okay, next slide, please. An important initiative for 2011 is also to expand the distribution channels we can offer you. We're currently working on the necessary behind-the-scenes development that will support the launch of an interface with HBSI, which will bring you channels like Booking.com as well as many others. We'll also be looking at some additional partners to work with, such as potentially Easy Yield and Rate Tiger. And lastly, we're adding the ability for the user to select their language of choice directly from the BBE. This is in addition to the existing ability to receive a language ID variable from your website. Now the user, once they're in the BBE, could also, from a drop-down menu, select their language of choice. Currently, we support, in addition to English, of course, we support Spanish, and we will be adding French within the next month or so, and are considering German to be more than likely the next language that we add. We'll also be adding a currency converter to the BBE for comparison purposes. The reservation would still be confirmed in the default currency that you have set up, but it would give the guest the ability to look at the conversions for comparison purposes. And both of these enhancements will be useful to domestic hotels who want to appeal to the inbound international traveler. Okay, that pretty much wraps up our list. I know I went through it quickly. I'm available now to answer any questions that anyone might have. I do also want to note that these are items that have been identified today and that they could change based on new development initiatives that are brought to the table for consideration as we move through 2011, as well as any new initiatives requested by our customer base.
So, Marie, we do have one question. You said that the mobile booking engine could be launched from a regular website, and to make sure that that Book It button was clearly visible. Will that be, will I need to have a mobile Book It button and a regular Book It button, or how will the system know to provide the mobile BBE?
Excellent question. Thank you, whoever raised that. No, you will not need a separate mobile booking button. Essentially, the mobile BBE works on a detect and redirect kind of logic, meaning that the system is able to tell if a user is accessing the booking engine through their computer or through a handheld device. And if it is a handheld device, that is when the mobile BBE would be displayed or served up to them.
So will I have to put all that information in ResMatrix separately?
Absolutely not. Another great question. Think of the mobile booking engine as just another window into the same information that already resides within ResMatrix and already is displayed on your standard HTML booking engine. No additional information will need to be loaded at all to support the mobile BBE.
And one final question, can I do special mobile rates to the mobile BBE?
At this point in time, we are not able to support specific mobile rates only. However, that is top of our list for enhancements that I really would assume would be coming out also in first quarter. I think we all find that necessary and see the usefulness in being able to display specific rates through the mobile BBE that might not be available through other distribution channels. So that's certainly something we've identified.
Okay, I've got a couple more. The mobile questions are coming in fast and furious here, and that's great.
Excellent.
When will the mobile BBE be available, both for a beta capability and then generally available?
Absolutely in the beginning of the year. So I'd say if you're interested in becoming a beta, Pam, I don't know if you would prefer they contact their account manager, or they can certainly contact myself or you, however we'd like to work that. But I'd say start getting your name to us, let us know of your interest, and this will be available to launch immediately into the new year.
Oh, like in January. That's exciting. And I do have a question about the cost for the mobile. Is that a higher, does it have a higher reservation fee?
No, it does not. The reservation fee would remain the same. This would be based on more of a monthly subscription fee.
Okay. And are there any additional setup costs?
Again, nope, there's not.
Okay, and okay, and I think I had one person who was asking several, so they said that was all of their questions on the BBE, and I do have one caller who was late, and I'll answer their question that says, what is BBE? And that is, and we say BBE, but we mean your booking engine. So we have covered a mobile capability on the call today for a mobile booking engine, and that's what we were talking about. So as I get that summary, there's no upfront cost. There's no higher reservation fee. There will only be a monthly subscription fee to enable mobile. So that's pretty straightforward. And I guess, Marie, we just might want to share with them what devices are supported in the mobile BBE today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pam, for bringing that up. Today, it's the iPhone and the Android, and we are looking at next supporting all of the Windows-based phones, which pretty much takes care of everything else except for the BlackBerry. The BlackBerry is kind of a, I don't want to say an anomaly, but one that's a little bit more complex to work with. That is also on our list, but would probably come behind the Micros Windows phones.
Super. Well, that's it. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say our goal, obviously, is to completely support any handheld device out there. So that just so everyone knows that that's the goal. So
iPhone and Android devices, though, is a very large portion of the market. So, and we have that.
Absolutely. Right. So they're the two big ones to knock off.
Good. So I think that's a lot of information, both on the mobile BBE as well as the other things that are available in the 2011 pipeline. And I think this looks to be one of the most exciting years of developments, although I have to say we've had a couple of very exciting years. The 2011 developments are very customer-focused, have been driven, as Marie said, by customer feedback and prioritization, and we really appreciate that and look forward to being able to provide them. Let me tell you about the next InTouch Forum in January. We often say that the InTouch Forums are to be educational environments, and next month is a month that will be something completely unrelated to the CRS. We have met a company that is called Security for You, who has a mobile or a wireless, it's not really a mobile, a wireless capability to manage your energy costs, and we'll provide more details around that in the invitation for next month. But we have invited, because there is the capability to save almost 40% on energy costs with the implementation of it, InnLink gets nothing out of this. It's really an educational opportunity to share how to dramatically reduce the operating costs, primarily around energy and security, with with a company that we've identified. And so Security for You, the CEO, Brad Stacks, will be with us next month, and we'll be doing that one on the third Tuesday, which I think is January 18th. But watch your email because I didn't put that on the slide. I think that's all we had in questions, and that's all we have to cover today. We do, again, appreciate your time and your feedback. And if you want to be involved with any of the products that were identified as a beta customer or knowing more details about when they're available, do let your account manager here at InnLink know. And I will join Marie in wishing you a wonderful holiday season and a very happy and prosperous 2011. Thanks.